assuming that people are willing to run their own money and they want to look at these investments, I mean, what sort of advice would you give or tips, rather than the word advice, tips that you would give to be able to start from day one? So we're not allowed to say pick what aligns with you, because we're going to assume that they're going to do that. I'm thinking more of the sort of practicalities. How do you pick an ethical fund? So Moira, if you want to kick off, how would you go about picking an ethical fund for a portfolio that you had?
So, I mean, I would start by looking at the UN Sustainable Investment Goals, because they are a good source of things that you might care about, and look at and first try and work out what's most important to you. And then, you can come to Interactive Investor and view our content for free. You don't have to be a customer, so you can see what we've put on our long list. You can see what we've put on our short list. And you can also see what we've put in our ethical portfolio, which will give you lots of ideas. But there are other sources out there too. One is called Fund Eco Market, which is a really great website that sort of focuses in on the core issues and the different approach of fund managers, and it goes into it in a lot of detail. And you can really sort of drill down and find funds on there. Morningstar has a criteria that can help you sift through funds. It has a sustainable fund type, and it also publishes carbon scores for funds as well. So there are some good tools out there to help you narrow down your selections. But I think you have to think about whether you just want to screen out the bad stuff, or whether you're so passionate about this you want to choose a fund that's going to change the world. And I think those are the key things to get straight in your head before you start sifting through them.
I mean, that's great, because that gives people a starting point, because a lot of the stuff I find people struggle with getting their sort of the first rung on the ladder to be able to do some research. Once they can see maybe perhaps how you've done it, then maybe they on Interactive Investor, then you could perhaps then they could take that further and start to analyze it and do it themselves.